You guys arrive at Seeker HQ here in Duvros. You guys are directed to go down that way, but only you guys. Delta Corps and all the others are told to stay here. They'll have their round soon enough. You guys go downstairs. Oriana, this is a territory you've been in like once prior. You did not take the same route you took to the fucking ER room, so to speak. No, but you do go down a similar way. Nor do you go down to where the training facility is, although it is a similar path. Basement path. You guys enter down into a deeper depths into the place. Some seekers open up a couple of doors to let you guys further pass. And, well, let me just show you.
Oh, you made a fucking room, didn't you?
This isn't intimidating the slightest.
Yo, and we keep the dog.
Oh, it's a
Oh, that's right. I gotta turn on
You guys
hardware
do have kebab with you, don't worry. That'd be pretty fucked if you didn't.
It's got a carpet and everything, yo!
Wait, so
Nushka's never seen carpet.
tell the core what's that'll happen. Jeet's dog was. Damn.
Yeah, that's like
God.
that's like fucked hierarchy. They tell like everyone like you had to stay here. Your hound can come with you though.
That's like how the Queen's corgis were placed above the commoners.
I mean, they are pretty cute.
They are,
Do
though.
the same.
Same.
You guys walk down the long hallway, and you can hear the sounds of conversation across through the double door set ahead of you. There are no seekers or guards or anything like that. Just you guys down here at this point. Who enters in?
Me.
All right, let me finish this. Is anyone not willing to enter?
I'll take
No,
that.
we're all
then.
brave.
No, I'm
Very
We're
well.
all brave people.
Then I will
brave boys.
shove you through the wall.
Ah,
No, don't shove me through the wall.
Alec, why you like this?
What?
Oh, this is definitely not intimidating as shit. Oh, look, one purple chair.
Looks fancy.
Oh god, they're flanking us.
This Zyder, this Rickard. Or all of them.
You guys can see all the Seeker captains perched at different opposite sides of the room. Janik is sat at attention. Blair is leaned forward with anticipation. Rickard is leaned back with his arm cocked over around the back of his chair. Zyder stands almost statuesque. Or not stands, sits almost statuesque. The Lord Seeker, as you guys enter in, is mid-speech. And that is the way it is. The doors open up, you guys all enter in. They all stare at you guys intensely, like cats watching rats.
Should have knocked.
The River Company. I've heard much about you. Please, take a seat. He gestures at the tables in front of him.
No, you bastard.
Oh, Oriana, this is so sudden.
He sits on his lap. No.
Let's see.
I can't line up with my seat.
You hold
Hold
Alt.
Alt.
Alt?
You're such a noob. You got the alt
Yeah,
key.
I am.
What of it?
Thank you for teaching me something new.
You're welcome.
I hope
I'm not thanking
this
you.
finds you all well. Our apologies for the delays. We had much to discuss. But now is the time of deliberation. He begins walking back and forth, pacing. And he eventually just sort of leans against the table. How do you find Duvros, our fair city?
It's seen better days, sir.
Yes, I imagine the storm is nasty business.
Is that storm still going, by the way?
Oh yes.
Has it gotten worse somehow?
No,
Okay.
but have comfort here. We are safe inside, nice and warm. I understand you are requesting Blair's leave of absence. Captain Blair's leave of absence. Yes.
Correct.
Mm.
I rolled 20. Not having it today.
Now, allow me to ask. Why?
Some of our number think she would be a great asset to us and to the entire continent, given River Company's penchant for fixing other people's problems. That is, after all, what Seekers do, is it not?
Fix problems? No.
Jinx.
What we do is what our namesake is. We seek. Now, of course, you are all not seekers. But you are requesting the presence of a very capable one. So as such, I would like to know you better. He gestures at the
sense.
purple chair in front of him. Let us speak. For all to hear. Unless he stands back up, unleans from the desk. You aren't serious about wanting. Allow me to say
Sure we
this
all are.
shortly. Simply. If any one of you does not care for this conversation that will be had shortly, he gestures at the door, you are free to leave. I'm well aware of Blair's, prickly personality. I am well aware that she has a lower regard for her teammates, his lives, when it comes to operations. There is no harm. There is no foul. If any one of you does not really care, you're free to leave.
Wouldn't it speak ill of us if we did not stand together in a decision?
Not at all.
Really?
It is important to have dissenting minds against one another, lest you fall into a malaise of complacency.
Nobody bickers like family does.
Oriana looks at him with a blank expression. What is family?
Oh no!
She probably has some. It's irrelevant.
The trauma.
Out of
Oriana
game.
does-
Does anyone step out? You're free to.
I was gonna
if-
say, will it ruin the decision for everyone else?
Mm.
Like,
I think it's just
I think it will.
volunteer as players kind of situation. If nobody wants to go, Oriana will go first.
No,
That
not
would
about
leave us
going
room.
first, about leaving.
Oh, about leaving.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Let me
I
ask
guess-
you, does your character actually care about bringing Blair along?
not at all.
Hmm.
Gonna be honest. Well, I guess kind of. I've
mean, yeah.
kind of forgotten why we're bringing her, if I'm being totally honest.
Out
As
of
a player,
game,
I'm not
now is the
against
time.
it.
Now is the time to discuss it. From your character's perspective.
Hmm.
Because the Lord Seeker isn't asking the players.
Mhm.
Well, it wasn't Alexander's idea to bring her along, but since it is a topic of discussion now, I think he would love the idea.
This was predominantly Redane's, which is why
Yeah.
problem here.
hmm
As you can tell, there's supposed to be 7 of you, and then one of you be forced to sit in the middle. That being said, drop the campaign, and I was gonna remake the fucking map. So here we are.
Hot seat. No,
yeah,
but,
it was meant to be.
For Sajar, I think he would still be in the mindset of this is the plan that Redain had. Redain is the one with the plan. That is the plan. Of course, I'm supporting the plan. Besides, Blair has her own reasons to go.
Mm.
Perfect. Let her go. Bring her
She
along.
has her own reasons to stay as well. Remember that.
Yes, that's true.
Oriana still wants her
And-
to come because the opportunity to learn from her is probably very good, as well as what Sajar said of her having her own reasons to come, as well as getting stabbed and learning kind of the truth of Lambert left because of our decision to want to bring Blair along. Well, not left, eliminated. That situation.
Voted him out of the story, kind of.
Yeah.
Chose him, I think the word was.
Yeah, it's a point. It's a point in her head of just like, for some reason we desired this, so I want to at least see this through.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
Stelos
Free
would
to
be at a
just walk out,
point
that's
where
fine.
they would see more positives towards this than negatives, I suppose. They aren't thrilled with the idea considering it's Blair and they don't really... She's scary, but, I mean...
It's
Yeah,
her
that's
job.
lady.
Where-
Yeah, I know! Doesn't mean Stelos has to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of
No,
like
I get
Anushka's
that,
stance as
yeah.
well.
I get that.
So, does anyone walk out? Last call.
Sounds like we're all staying planted.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so damn.
Silence fills the room as the Lord Seeker gives you guys your second to last way out. Very well. Then let us begin the discussions, shall we? Who among you would speak first? He scans across you all. You guys don't really know where his eyes are behind that mask, but you can feel his gaze nonetheless.
Did you want to go first, Garth?
I'll go first if no one else is willing to.
By all means.
All right.
If you go, have fun.
Yeah, Oriana just kind of looks to the right, looks to the left, sees nobody entirely excited to do this. She's like, all right. Hop, hop, hop.
Fitting for a Scholasta member to take the brunt of it first. And to your mentor in your head, I say hello.
Does Scabola say anything back?
Roll me insight, but use your Constitution push of Wisdom.
That's fun. Weirdly enough, it's the same number, so I'll just roll insight. Oh my god!
Very
Fuck
good.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I wouldn't have the plus, because, yeah, but, you know.
No, you went up the
Fucking
plus.
29.
You guys would have had a short rest on the walkover.
Hmm.
The Scavola in your head knows where she's at right now. She knows who the Lord Seeker is. She has right reason to not show up, because there is a distinct chance that if she shows up to you, she shows up to him. Then let us begin our discussions. There is no point in discussing operational matters. I already received the reports from my two captains here. Let us talk about you. All of you. Miss Oriana.
Hmm.
You all arrived back in town some 2 days ago. You had a night of revelry, and in the dead of night you were assaulted by would-be assassins. Your bag was taken.
Mm-hmm.
When choosing between the fate of your friend and the bag, you chose the bag. Do tell me, what led to your decision for such?
I have confidence in the capabilities of the people around me. That friend part was taken care of.
Is it a matter of faith in your friends, or are you simply more, he leaned forward, greedy? tactical. Caring for the contents of the bag. Still missing, by the way.
By the way, he just holds up the bag.
Nope.
I would say both. We work as a group, and our success is determined by our capability to work together, but I had alternate purposes, to say the least.
Alternate. Funny. A more bardic sort would say ulterior. Very well.
I'm not a bardic sort.
That much is clear. The night of the incident, you pursued your friend. After perhaps some coercion by one Bernardine Magnus, who I note is not present here today. Why is that?
Simply put, he's missing. I personally
Missing?
don't know where he is or what's exactly happening with him.
So is this once again a case of having faith in your allies? Or are you here for something a bit more selfish? Or is the answer both again?
It's being forced to have faith in your allies, currently. I don't
If
know
it
what
is a
but-
forced faith, it is no faith at all, Miss Oriana. The following day, the bag was still missing. You had successfully retrieved your friend, and yet you still did not pursue it. Why is that?
She takes a pause, trying to think of like the wording for it. Frankly, I just had some intuition that it would just return at some point.
Intuition.
Just shrugs, like it's something told me that it was going to be returned to me with its contents, and that's all I really have about it.
If you were to source this intuition, where would you say it hails? Divine? Fail? Or something else?
Definitely other.
Very well. I believe the following day you were planning to assist young Benji. Yes?
Correct.
From what was reported to me, you seem to have a penchant for helping the young man.
She kind of shuffles in her chair a bit.
Why is that? Of all the children there are here in Duvros, of all the orphans, of all the sick and weakly and pathetic, you chose him. Why is that? What about the boy makes him better than all of his peers?
There's some part of me that sees potential in his capabilities, just mildly directional. Not mildly, extremely directionless. And another part of me that I think it's just I think I'm just attached to him, unfortunately.
But why the attachment? Beyond the training, the capability, directionless or not. Why him? You hail from the cradle yourself, yes? There are many, many brothers and sisters that are there. Why him?
just seemed to keep appearing. I don't know if it was intentional or not on anyone's particular behalf, but he just... If I went there and I had a certain goal in mind, he was available. He was directed to me, or I was directed to him. I just slowly over time whittled away at me.
Is that not suspicious?
Considering recent acts, that's a small bit.
And you did nothing about this suspicion? Nothing at all?
It's more recently that it became more suspicious to me.
I
As in,
see.
Probably during this conversation.
I see. No, allow me to change the subject. Captain Blair. She is many a thing. Many capable things. And some of her talents could use some brushing up. If she were to accompany you, and speak truthfully, even if she is here, where do you see her improvements? When do you see them? If she were to accompany you, that is.
Hey, would I... Where's the thing? I know I have a thing for this. Can I, like, roll an instruction to try and get, like, an idea behind that?
Your answers are your answers. No role is helping you. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys all of this. What you know is what you know. You ain't rolling to get more at this point. Barring extraneous circumstance, like checking the spirit in your head.
Hey, Scavala, what's up? No, she's not gonna show up. I don't... Probably just attitude more than anything. Probably... abrasiveness to situations. She's competent in a fight, well beyond competent. And she can work with most of anyone. But outside of that, she does not want to interact with anyone that she does not need to.
Surely a Scholasta member can recognize that there is virtue in bearing yourself in the excellence of one's work. Manners are not.
True. But there's times when that is more detriment than it can be beneficial.
Elaborate.
Don't elaborate! Fuck! Not every instance needs a sword. Sometimes it needs a word. It needs words rather than action, if that makes sense.
Do you think it makes sense, Miss Ariana?
That's more Garth-Mod to himself.
That is enough, then, for the time being. You may return to your seat. In fact, let us make a game of it. They who sit upon the chair may decide upon the next victim. Whom do you pick?
Anushka.
Fuck you! Okay. Oh.
Does Anushka say that?
No, but she was very irritated.
Ariana knows.
Then, Miss Ariana, please return to your seat. Miss Anushka rises and sit here.
Yeah, Oriana stands up and does like a small bow and then heads back to her spot.
Rani gets a bit of a cold glare when she makes eye contact.
She doesn't make eye contact. Eyes full.
Okay. So just sort of kind of come up a bit, kind of like head sort of, you know, that nervous kind of, okay, sits down kind of gingerly.